Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Eklektos. I believe by now you've seen new episodes of this season, you've seen other episodes of this season, and if you haven't, then this is your sign to go and check out the other episodes. Thank you for joining us today. Today with me on set, I have someone who is actually part of the Eklektos production team. So we'll be seeing like behind the scenes in a way. Well, we'll be seeing through the lens of someone behind the scenes. Join me on set to welcome today Miss Faith Ojedokun, her also known as Imani. Imani production. Imani what?
Just the money.
Just Imani. So please can you introduce yourself? I mean beyond your name. Who is Imani? Who is Faith? What does Imani mean?
It
For our
means
viewers that are
it means
wondering.
faith in Swahili.
Why Swahili?
Oh, just random.
Like
Before it was Glaubin, that was like German, and then
okay. It seems you love languages.
and then Imani Swahili. I think it was actually PSA that gave me that name. He
Ah.
just said it like Imani. And
Imani.
then,
Alright. PSA is the person that interviewed me, if you've seen the episode.
So yeah, it's faith. I'm a child of God. Yeah, and I finished my master's already. I am a mechanical engineer plus automation engineer. Sure, I'm
Come on,
engineer, sure.
it's not easy.
Yeah, what else? I love everything about media, and I'm a photographer as well. And yeah, basically.
Alright, so she's in charge of media department, like in church, in RCG House of Salvation. And she's also like head of, like Eklektos production. She's the one that makes sure everything is done well. All I do is just come and sit down and talk. But yeah, so I wanted to ask, why media? Like, when did you fall in love with media?
I think 20, the beginning part of it, okay, 2016, I think.
Okay.
So about, I think after I finished school, secondary school, yeah. Then I started like projection in my church at home, as like RCCG as well. So I was just interested in like computer things. I didn't have a computer by myself at that time, so I just did church computer and just do some things around. And I was in sound as well, move things around, and that was how it started. So it was just projection I was doing from 2016, and then okay, when I came here, I came in 2018. I went
Okay.
for SFC at Varnish 2020.
Yeah,
Right,
2020.
yeah, 2020. And then I met a particular guy. His name is Steven.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, you project so well. Don't you want to do other things? He just said, yeah, just, okay, oh, maybe I can try do other things. Because I was like, oh, you do that so well. So, because before then, whenever I come to church here, I would see people holding camera. There were two guys that were like the main photographers then. I would see the camera, I'll be like, I just want to touch you one day. I was in Fatfa. Like, that was in Fatfa. That was how it was just in my head. Like, I just want to touch the camera and just have a feel of what it feels like to just hold the camera and all of that. So after I got back from SFC camp that year, then I met KK. He was my media head at that time. And I was
Okay.
like, I want to like start photography and all the other things designed, and he put me through. So
Wow. So
yeah.
basically, you learned all that you know. I mean, I cannot attribute it to church alone, but like,
I learned them from church people actually, from KK and SFC guys, like basically like the church community or yeah, Christian
wow,
community.
wow. And you're just good now. Interesting. This
I'm still learning.
go and serve in the department. There are reasons why they're telling you that,
Actually,
but you
you
said
should.
no. Well, wow, that's really nice. Like, who would have? I can't imagine a faith that could not take pictures. Like, ever since I've seen you, you've been like in that space.
Interesting story. Yeah, what's it called? When I started, when KK started teaching me, when my first few pictures, of course, were not very good. KK would be like, Faith, if someone took a picture of you like this, because like I was scared to like go close to the people
People,
shooting and all those things, and then we didn't have like a zoom lens, like, so you have to like get closer to the subject, and I was start at the back. And they'll be like, no, go closer, go. If it was you that was that was preaching and they'll take a picture of you like this, would you like it? So, and all of those things. But yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was nice learning and just seeing how beautiful it turns out and all those things.
All right, we'll come back
Yeah.
to this in a moment. I want to touch a bit on your education, right?
Okay.
Why mechanical engineering? Why automation engineering?
Okay. Initially, I have a lot of initially. I was going to study industrial engineering, industrial and
Why
production
engineering? Let me
engineering.
start from there.
Because the other things are just not my thing. I love things that have to do like building things. You're coming up with things, being creative with things,
Okay.
right? Just engineering something. Let me put it in that sense, right? So I wanted to go for industrial and production engineering. I was actually studying that at
Oh,
home,
wow.
right? But then they didn't have the option of industrial and production engineering. So and the closest to it was mechanical engineering. So I just went for mechanical engineering instead. So yeah, but the automation part, I don't know how that came about. It was a bit random. I didn't want to do my masters in mechanical engineering
Again.
again, and I wanted something more. And since automation is like in kind of robotics side and all
Yeah.
of those things, so I just decided to go for it. So yeah, but it isn't like I had always wanted automation or something. No, it was as I was just researching and just seeing what it was about. I
Like,
was like, okay,
this is
it's
interesting.
interesting. Let me I can do it for my masters.
Was it actually interesting when you were
Yeah,
doing it for your masters?
my dear. I learned a lot. It had its nice parts, but it also had like the challenging part as well. Oh
Okay.
my god, it stretched me. Jesus. Hey! At the point I was like, I don't want to go anymore. I got tired. I got frustrated at some point. Right. But thank God for my amazing classmates. Pastor James, shout out to you. Pastor James really helped my life. Oh my God, he really helped my life. And so yeah, there were challenges there because it was like very different from
From what
mechanical.
you
I
were
didn't really use
studying
a lot of knowledge I had from my bachelor's in my master's.
masters
So I had to learn some of the things that I'd learned in
on the
undergraduate
job.
while I was doing masters. So it was a bit. But yeah, we thank God finished. At some point I was like, will I even finish? Will I graduate? But then here I am. So yeah, we thank God. We thank God.
All right. Do you think you now that you've gone through it, do you think you'd want to continue studying, like, sorry, start working in that field?
Yeah, yeah, I don't mind. But then I think I'm more drawn to the media side for now than to the automation side. But I wouldn't mind working. I can as well working using my masters and all of that. So
So you're more like
yeah.
you rather use your skill than your degree.
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
But you genuinely love like the media space. You
Yeah,
love what you do.
yeah.
If
Sometimes
they
it
know,
stresses me out, but funny enough, it helps me sometimes to reduce stress. I don't even know how to explain it. I can like I can get stressed from editing a video,
yeah,
and editing a video can also help me to reduce stress at some different points in time.
interesting. How does that work?
It's just like it just helps me to like take my mind off other things. The way like when people are
Um,
stressed and they just go and I don't know
sleep.
sleep or
Your
something,
own is
I could
editing a
actually pick
video.
my PC at 1 a.m. in the morning and I'm designing because okay, I just want to do something. I think I would say most of my designs are just like, but at random times, maybe I'm just tired or something. I just okay, let me just do
Try
something.
and do
So,
something.
and sometimes I can get frustrated from what I'm trying to design if I don't get what I'm trying to design or edit. Like,
That's like you have a picture in your head, but you're not seeing it outside. That's where frustration comes from.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
or I see something I want to recreate from
Um,
somewhere else and I'm not getting it. I'm like, oh wow. But yeah, we thank God, we thank God.
all right. Seeing that your space, I mean, things have changed
Oh
or
yeah.
things are changing, but usually your space was like a male dominated like sphere. How has it been being a female in that sphere?
It's been cool. It's been cool. It's cool. It's nice because like it. I don't want. Okay, I'm not falling off because all those what a man can do, whatever can do, let him do. I beg. Whatever I can do, do. But then because I love things like they're just being just in the creative space, right? So it feels nice, to be honest. Sometimes they just look at you and like, you're a lady, you're doing this thing. Wow.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
Like, how many times do you get reactions like that?
a lot of times. I think this year's RYC,
Yeah.
when P. Daniel came, then
Mm-hmm.
after the program on Sunday, then media team were with him. We went to meet him. And then Pastor Bryce was like, "Oh, Faith is the one in charge of media for us, Joshua." And I was like, "Wow, I already see it like looking
Like
in that
the.
space and all these things." Oh, well, but it feels good. It feels good, and I believe that God has actually like engraced me,
In
because
that
of course
space.
some things could be stretching and all of those things, or tiring at some points, but I believe that God has just engraced me for certain things. So yeah,
So to ladies that are
yeah,
considering the space
come
you
into
like.
media space, come into media space, and
And
I try
then
to encourage people in media as well, like ladies as well. Like you can do this thing, the fact that live streaming or whatever video editing, you can always get
do
into it.
it.
It's not.
So has it been like I said, it's a male dominated like sphere. But then now you've gotten to a point where you're not the one leading people. Do you get such reactions, or do you think there are times that because you're a lady, maybe someone under you is maybe a guy under you, right? Is like, did I say not giving you that respect, or is like
Yeah, I get your question.
undermining your authority or something like that?
I get you. At the beginning, when I was first made like HOD of media, hey, it was hard. Because like, most of the people that were in media were even older than me. And they were guys. Most of them were guys, most of them were older than
And
me. So it
then
was like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? All of those things. But then over the time, I'm thankful to like leaderships that I've had over me for the past years. And I've just gotten to understand how to lead better. Even though, yes, I'm a female, but like it doesn't remove the fact that I can actually contribute, you know, um, in terms of quality into this thing. So at the beginning, it was a bit hard and all those things. Like most of the guys I've worked with, they don't really see it as, oh, she's a lady, so I would not. They
yeah,
actually like take it as, okay, cool.
cool,
As
yeah.
long as you're the leader, let's move and all of those things. Of course, there are like very few, instances where there have been clashes and all of those things. But yeah, it's been fine.
All right. So I would say from the time you told us that you joined like serving in church and everything, like projection, and now like fast forward to years later, you're now like the HOD. How did you build your skills? Was it just by serving? Did you have to? Let me not answer the question. But like for someone, maybe someone is just thinking, okay, I've joined. Which department should I use now? Choir, for instance, and then they feel okay. If I give it a couple of years, maybe they're playing the instruments. If I give it a couple of years, I should become a maestro or something like that. Is it that automatic? Like just because you're serving,
No,
you would become better with your skills, or there's some intentionality to it?
yeah, of course there is. Like I said at the beginning, the basics I needed, I got them from KK. Yeah, he taught me like the basics, but I spent a lot of time just learning by myself. I think there was even a time I watched a video editing class that was like I think about 10 hours, about, and just learning things. I would ask people things, even like SFC guys and all those things. Ask them because it's just like I want to know how I can improve on this thing. So I ask questions. I ask them questions. I try to see how I can improve on my own. So it's not just like just KK gave me like, let's say like the flour, then I can now like create a cake or whatever it is.
So typical that is. But
But
yeah,
like he gave me like the basics, like things I needed to start with, and then from there, of course, and out of curiosity, I just okay, how does this thing work? How can I do this better? So, yeah,
all
so
right.
intentionality as well.
What else? Anything else? If there's anything else.
The heart for it, of course, like because I had the what's the word now? The
Passion.
passion for it. It kind of helped me, because even like the times where I would get tired, of course, like because it's like, oh, you're learning, you can get tired, But even the times where I'm like tired, just like
Let me.
I want to know how this thing works. I want to know how it is, being built and all of those things. So yeah, Mm, I think that's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now. Maybe something else will come later on, but
No, it's fine.
yeah.
I was just comparing like the stories. Well, let's say comparing, but like putting it side by side. You got into a department that you were interested in, like you had a passion. I got into a department that they just threw me there. Not like they just threw me, but I would say I had a passion for it. But then, like, so it's just for someone out there. Maybe they're thinking, she likes the department she's in. And now we're talking about in the church space, but it even goes beyond, right? Maybe you find yourself studying a course you don't want to study or something like that. There's still there's still the opportunity to improve. There's still the opportunity to get better. I think that's what maybe later episodes will be about. But I think it's something that needs to be spoken about more, like diligence in the workplace now. Now, if you're not working, take your school, take your studies as your workplace. So being diligent in it, I think we have an imbalance, so to speak, where there are some people who are spiritual, but then well, let's say their spirituality is not like an excuse to be. I'm looking for a good, not like good words, but
A way
better
to frame it.
a way to frame it. But like, it's not an excuse to be lazy or to be mediocre. Yes, let me use the word mediocre. So like, you see someone who is giving their best in church, like someone who is the perfect example in church. Then you go and check their work life, and it's like to their boss, this is just an average person. That's if they even pass as an average person. But like I was reading the scripture, Second Timothy. Is it Second Timothy now? But study to show yourself approved. A workman that needed not to be
To be ashamed,
ashamed, yeah,
yeah.
rightly dividing the word
Word
of
of
truth.
truth.
And whenever I used to see that scripture, before I say my thoughts, what do you think about that scripture?
It's English.
No, it's not a deep question. Like just thoughts. I mean, there are other times where this scripture has come. It's a popular verse, right? So like whenever it comes to your, whenever it's mentioned, like is there any direction your mind goes to? What's the first thing that came to your mind?
To be honest, the Bible.
Yeah.
Because like study to show yourself approved is like you have so much of it built inside of you that you can defend
The faith.
your the faith or your stance on anything. Like it's like I believe in this thing. So even if any question comes or anything that wants to shake me along the line comes, I can show that I can actually defend this thing. I can show that this thing I'm holding on to is actually solid. Right. So yeah, study to show yourself approved. Meaning like even like having excellence in everything that you do. Like it's not just a low level, but like in whatever you're doing, of course, like as a believer, you're a person of the word and all of those things. And even like in terms of your skills, is that you're up there that you can defend your stance at any time. It's not like sha. Like let us know right or left. Like okay, solid yes or solid right,
Right.
not in between. So yeah.
Yeah, so thank you so much. I think you already touched on what I wanted to say, right? Like usually because maybe because you let me not say you. I used to hear it in church. So usually context is like, oh, study the word, like you should be able to defend your faith. You should be able to defend, like you said, what you believe in. But then I was like, that word study was as if emphasis was laid on that word that day. Like study. It does not matter what you're studying. But study to show yourself approved. Then we now go to approved by God. Just not a Bible study session. It's not a Bible study session. But yeah, like approved by God. So it's like, are you studying to a point where you are approved by God? Like, are you taking your school serious to a point where God is like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, this is my girl, this this is my son. Or are you just studying like, God, I beg,
Yeah.
when will school finish? But yeah, because it's like, because of these things, God wants to raise people to places give people platforms. And it's not even necessarily in the church space. That's the problem. But then most people now are being attacked there, but they don't see it as, how would I put it? They don't see it as something of consequence. They don't see it as something serious because it's not a now effect thing. It's later they might get
Yeah.
to find out that this was a
Example.
problem. But sure, like I said, it's not Bible study. But yeah, I love that you mentioned skills. Like I love that you mentioned school as well. Like doing your bachelor's, your master's, like finishing school even when you're tired, like just being diligent, just giving yourself to studying. Then I'll bring it to Eklektos now, right? So how has he been spearheading things from behind the scenes? Like as the first viewer, you get to see the behind the scenes, not the finished product. How has it been?
It's been nice. It's been so cool because I love that I get to actually be there and hear when you're interviewing people and hear them speak. And of course, your thought process, I don't still understand it, how you how you're able to come up with some questions. But like, it's been a huge blessing to me, to be honest. I think today I was still watching like Mommy's Own. And I was just remembering like that day. I'm like, oh God, thank you so much. Because even from that day that I recorded, there were so many things I picked from it.
Picked, yeah.
And it's like, I can firsthand pick things
Before
from
others
it.
get.
And yeah. So it's nice. It's cool. Of course, sometimes you have like some challenges in production and all of those things, but it's been very nice. Yeah.
Like so your mind, I want to get how it is for you, like behind the camera. Your mind is not like
Of course, when I'm seated, I'm not, as much as I'm listening to what is happening, I have like other things going through my head. Oh, is this camera not there right now? The battery is fully charged. Okay, so from this thing now, what will be the trailer kind of thing? Like in that moment, I'm already thinking about what would the trailer
other
be like?
things.
What would this thing? How would this thing happen? And all of these things. So like, a lot of things happen in my head at the
It now
moment.
brings the question, how do you now, will I say, balance the two? Because like on one angle your skill set is being like used, but then you're paying attention to things that could bless you. Like how is your brain working in two different directions? I mean, while I'm here, I'm just asking questions. I'm
Yeah.
literally just having a conversation, right? I'm not really thinking about, I mean, except they do something behind the scenes or laugh or something like that, but I'm not
Yeah.
really thinking about what's going on behind.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's been a blessing even for me having like the conversation with them. They're just things that you get to learn that you're like, wow, I never knew this about you. Or I never knew this thing in general. But then now you're considering is hope their sound is working well. I'll go into post production in a bit, but hope their sound is working well, hope camera is working well, and you're still listening. You don't miss bits of the conversation. Or you get to catch on later, maybe
I
when you're
get to catch on
editing
later.
when you're editing video. Makes sense.
Yeah. But it's what's the word now? It's cool. It's because I mean, of course, I didn't. It's something that's like be built over the time,
Okay.
right? Let me say, for example, like when I started like working in media, because let's say, for example, you're projecting or you're working on, I don't know, let's say projection, and you're trying to like find a Bible verse, you're thinking of how the computer is doing it, where, and the sermon is going on, and it's like, I don't even know what's going on. The only time I'm hearing is Bible verses,
Bible
and I'm
verse.
like, I just
You're
want
not hearing
to.
the words.
I'm not hearing, but once I get my Bible verse, I have to catch it and put it on there. Of course, like at the beginning time, of course, that happened. But over the time, because of what's the word now? If something is important to you, I think you'd always. It's just the way like a mother, no matter what she's doing, she can always hear a child crying, or she can always pay attention to something else. So it's like as much as I need to serve and what's the word project right now, I also need to get as much as I can from
For
what is going
myself.
on. So like these things are both important to me. So along the line, you get to be able to like attend to both of them. Of course, it wasn't that easy, but
In the
the Lord
beginning.
the Lord helped me. So yeah, it has been helping me.
So which let me not say favorite, right? But which episode would you say really stood out to you? Or one moment, maybe not an episode, one thing that since producing started up till now, you can never forget. No, you can never forget. You just haven't
Most
forgotten
of
yet.
them are behind these things that are not even the Eklektos.
Okay, so give us
I
an
think
example.
one would be, what's it called? The episode, I think it was episode two, three, two. It was PSA and Judy,
Yeah,
right? After we finished shooting, we actually had like a conversation
after.
after. I mean, it was mostly like relationship, how you earn the things. Would you like to be a pastor's wife and all of these things? So like that's conversation. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. Okay, but in like I say in the episode, of course, all the episodes have been amazing. Person T talking about how talking about the fact that he was angry, he was missing some child outside, his
Like
father was
you see
preaching.
positive now, you cannot relate.
People
Like
like
it's like two
I
different
can't add
people,
them
but what
together.
God can do does not
So
exist.
yeah, the PSA talking about the old breakfast, old thing, and so many things, even from mommy's episode. And I okay, yeah, oh yeah, daddy's episode as well. And seeing like daddy used to play talking about like used to play the bass guitar, he was in the choir and all of
Yeah,
these things. So
yeah.
I think everything together has been, to be honest, I don't know if I can pick a favorite moment. Does anyone know my favorite moment? I don't know. I can't think of.
All of them are
They've had
premium
different, yeah,
premium content,
yeah, premium
and you're
content.
not watching.
Why? Why?
Oh wow, that's amazing. But yeah, like you mentioned, I think my best part of Eclectus would be the conversations after. Like times that I remember when we shot Daddy's Zone, the
Yeah.
conversation
We had like
after.
a whole one
Like
hour or so after just
we were
talking.
like we should have recorded this,
Yeah.
but maybe it wouldn't have come out if we
Okay,
didn't
true,
record.
sure.
So yeah, I think it's always a
And
conversation
even
after.
mommy's own. She talks
Yeah,
about like
mommy,
in depth of
different
raising
things.
child,
Yeah,
like children after and all that. So
yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot. But it does not mean that you should feel bad. You're getting
You
the
still
tip
get a
of the iceberg.
substantial. You're also getting a substantial part. So yeah.
All right. I think because she's a busy woman, by the way. In
Eh,
case you guys
please,
don't know, she's very
please,
busy. For
please,
us to even have this episode,
please,
there
please.
was chasing done, but we thank God we were able to sit down to have it. So her hers is going to be short. We're going to end out of consideration. We'll have her back another time.
All right. So
But yeah, is there anything you like to say to our viewers, our beloved viewers back home?
watch Eklektos. Watch Eklektos and so keen on it as now concerning Eklektos, because to be honest, it's actually like the things on here are actually just they're solid things, right? I think we're having meeting recently, and I mentioned something about what Genesis said in one of the episodes and
Yeah.
all of that. Because like you get to learn a lot, right? So watch if you've not watched season one, season two, watch them. This is season three already. Go back to watch them. And for that person that is, what is the word now? You're still not sure whether you want to serve in church or not. Well, this is your cue. What's it called? Join a department in church. And I think even sometimes you hear these people that like are well known now, even
Yeah.
like gospel, what's it called? Ministers. They'll be able to tell you like they started from choir, they started
Choir,
from
yeah.
this. So yeah, there's so many things. Minus, of course, like there's reward to it, there's serving God. You also get to learn a lot of things, right? Just being there. So, and of course, you can join media. Media is a nice department to be in.
Can you imagine?
There's the sound department, there is the projection, there's photography, there's design. There's a lot. Come on,
Wow.
come on. You can learn on the job.
She has spoken.
So yeah, but thank you. It's such a blessing to be here. It's such a privilege.
Last
Thank you so
question.
much.
I didn't say
Yes,
last question before, right?
ah, okay. I can't remember.
What's the biggest challenge you face post production?
Ah, wow.
That
The biggest
laughter.
is finished. I don't even know where to start from. Let me just I don't know which one is the biggest of them.
Okay.
Sometimes that when I say I'm editing and I didn't get to save my work and my PC just decides to give up on me.
Wow.
So it just or let's say you're editing something. I need to get a PC. I need a MacBook. I'm editing
We're
and
looking for sponsors. MacBook, so we can bring better content.
amen. And then just editing and it's like to move one clip. I move one clip now and I have to wait like 3 seconds or 4 before I move the next one. And then like that. I think there was one episode we had to release on a Wednesday that day. And as at 2 p.m., I was not done editing. And I'm like, what's going to happen in all of that? So yeah, that one. And what else again? Sometimes I think there was a time that one of the clips got lost and I didn't know how how, how to put things together and yeah, basically. There have been so many things there have been so but we thank God. We thank God for the grace.
Notice we give thanks.
This we give thanks. So yeah.
All
But
right.
it's cool, it's nice. Sometimes I'm editing, I'm just laughing. Because I'm just like the moment is like being replayed. It's like, oh yeah. So thank God.
All right. Thank you so much for the work you do. I'm
Thank
really
God.
grateful on behalf of myself and the viewers and your team as well. Thank you.
Thank God. On behalf
Really
of the
appreciate
entire
it.
media team, we're saying thank you for the privilege to serve as well. So
Nice one. Nice one. Like, yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Guys, don't forget to. Sorry, not guys. I've been told guys is rude. People.
tell me to my mother.
Please. Please don't forget to like, to share, to comment, to subscribe, turn on your post notification. If it blessed you, share it so it can bless someone else too. Why would you be stingy with blessings? Like, I don't understand it, but yeah, I'm not fighting you. I'm just saying. When next you, when next you watch, share it so somebody else can watch. Till we come your way again. Someone used to say that. But I feel like it's something I've heard from someone. But yeah, bye. See you in the next episode. So join me to welcome. Hey, I did not ask how to pronounce your surname. Jesus. Alarm to lag. Join me to welcome a set today, Miss. I almost said Mrs. Jesus. Join.